welcome back. This is going to be I promise, this is going to be a quick video. At least quick by my standards, or shorter by my standards. Alright. I need to make some type of building to go between the silos and Shorty Parker's conveyor type storage building. And I want to use it. I'm going to do something simple. I'm not going to sit here and agonize over interior details and all kinds of worrying about super prototypical accuracy. It's going to be an industrial process building. Not much to it. It is going to be scratch built, but I'm going to try to move it along quickly because I need to get it done. So what I'm going to do is build something that's going to be 24 inches long. These are 2 Monster Model Works. I think American brick or aged brick, something like that. 1/8 inch material, laser cut, laser scribed, whatever you want to call it. Brick sheets. I have them, so that's what I'm going to use. That's going to be the front. I am going to go ahead and steal some components because I don't feel like spending more money. Lord knows I spent enough. This is the Monster Model Works. Well, I can't even see that because of my f-stop. It's a machine shop kit. I like it. I'm going to steal some of the windows and some of the big doors out of it. Because I think, oh, I'll sell it. I'm not selling anything anymore. I sell stuff and go rebuy it. I'm tired of that. I'm just going to keep it and use it. So, sorry, go back to here. So that's going to be the front wall. The back wall, my main man, Bill Schultz, helped me out. Here's some gator board. Gator board, gator foam, whatever it's called. I'm going to cut this. It's already 2 feet long, so it matches the size perfectly. So I'm going to cut it, and that's going to be the back wall. I'll paint it, and that's it. Done. No windows, no brick, just a painted back wall. And then for this wall, which is where the silos, the process comes in, allegedly. And this wall where the conveyor comes out, and I may have a smokestack at this end just for fun. Those walls, because I don't have enough of this, are going to be their concrete block material. Same material, just a little different. Okay, so for some reason, because of the process or whatever, they put, block, and then brick across here. There's going to be a window with a man door, a window, and then a door for maintenance for opening up to get inside, maybe to bring stuff in to maintain whatever is up here with the smokestack and the oven, the furnace, the whatever process, just something, just to give it some interest. So I'm going to cut these out, turn it over, brace it, take it out, paint it, and like I said, I'm going to really try to keep this quick. I'm going to try to keep this video, I'm already hitting the 3-minute mark, less than 15 minutes. So it's not going to be real intense, how-to. It's going to be, here's what I did, real quick, because some folks may want to see it, and I'll just show you what I do, just for that. But if you want to see, in-depth project structure build, there's many other much better videos on YouTube than mine. Alright, so I'm babbling already. Enough talk, let's get this thing done. Alrighty, zipping along here. Like I said, it's going to be a quick one. Here's the front wall. It's okay. That's that's 2 pieces of the Monster Model Works, I think aged American brick or something like that. Glued together. You can see my little ugly seam here in the center. I'll have to hide it with something. Tanks or a downspout or a ladder, I don't know, something. And then here and here, I borrowed those 2 from the Monster Model Works machine shop kit. I like the kit, but it's just too big and I can't put it anywhere, and it's not the right type of building for what I want here. But I figured there should be something along this wall. Again, it's just a process building, so there's not a lot of windows. So I said, alright, I'll take this one here, which got a little man door. I had a little sign on it that has dangerous chemicals, something like that. Something real nefarious goes on inside this building. And then a man door, a bigger door over here to get in and out with equipment and whatnot as needed. You should have seen this. Oh man, did I screw this up. I tried to do I painted it. Painting was fine. I used one of those Rust-Oleum red oxide primers, okay, and then dusted here and there with Vallejo German field gray and US khaki. It was fine. Putting the mortar on is where I really zigged when I should have zagged. According to the instructions, you can take some Bragdon powders, which I have. I don't use them a lot, but I have them. and make a wash with 91% alcohol. Well, I did that, and yeah, it didn't turn out too well. So I had to take it back outside, repaint it, or paint over it a little bit, and this is what I have. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but you know what? It's fine. It's a dirty old industrial type process building, so it's fine. So like I said, that's 2 of those Monster Model Works 12x6, 12x6 for a 24x6 building. And then on the back, pardon my reach here, and I'm just going to spin it. That just shows the inside again. It's just glued together and cobbled up. Now these, of course, these openings I had to cut. And I did okay. I didn't do great. But I could use the templates on the walls from the kit. So it helped a little bit. But still, my hand cutting is not nearly as good as the original, I guess, laser cutting from the kit. So they're off quite a bit. Anyway, they're off enough, but I can hide it. I'm good at hiding things. So that's the back side. This is a little bit of a rest for a piece I'm going to put across here to support the roof. This, the back side, I'll show you that. Alright, so that's the front wall, ready to rock and roll. The back wall, similar, just a piece of, what do you call it, the gator foam, gator board. Just painted red. That's all I'm going to do for that. Because you're not going to see that. That faces the back. The end walls, like I might have mentioned, I didn't have enough material of the aged brick, so I used cinder block. So this is going to be the wall with the opening at the end where Shorty's conveyor is going to come out of there. And don't ask me what I'm doing. You know, there's no prototype for this. I'm just kind of winging it. That's the one wall, and here's the other end piece. And again, these are 12x6 pieces cut to 8 inches wide, braced. These went a little bit better. For these, I used the Robert's brick mortar. It's okay. It doesn't work real well with this material, with wood material. I'm finding with that Roberts stuff. Usually it's good, but there's some things it likes better than others. So anyway, but it's okay. They're fine. They're going to be end walls, and they're going to be not all that well seen. So that's that. So with all these shenanigans done, now is the time on sprockets when we glue it together. I do have. Where's the roof? Hello, Mr. Roof. Here I am. Oh, there you are. I decided to, since it's so large, I had more of that. Whoa, no focus. Anyway, like it's all pure white. It's the rest of the piece of that gator foam. Gator board? Is it board or foam? I don't know. Well, it's board and foam. Anyway. So that's the roof, 8 by 24. I think what I may do is get the building together, drying up, nice and square, I hope, or square as I do. Then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to wimp out and just go easy and just put some spray adhesive down, put some of that real fine sandpaper, like the 220 black sandpaper. Looks like a roof. It's fine. I'm not going to agonize over it. Let that set up, and then that'll be ready to go in. I got to figure out if I'm going to do any lights on the exterior. No, nothing on the interior. But there probably would be something over this door, and maybe, I'll fiddle with it. I always get myself into more things than I say I'm going to do. So, all right. So let's put the roof and its glary whiteness out of the way. And, all right. Sorry for the shakiness here. Let's get this bad boy glued together. Alright, we got her together, and everything's relatively square. And then what I decided to do, you can see there's 2 exterior lights here, and there's one at this end, and there's one at this end, kind of over the conveyor that comes out. And inside, let me zoom up here. See, I added a light bar. This here has got a set of lights here and a set of lights here. I had a 12 LED strip. I cut it and then soldered wires here to here so they're over each of the windows. And then you can see how the wiring is. Bus comes up. All the resistors, 4 of them for the 4 exterior lights. I actually drilled holes here and ran the buses through that. Oops, sorry, I'm a little wobbly here. Drilled holes in the end, and now the roof's got to set on. And this puppy is pretty much ready. I do have some details I'm working on. Cover that in a moment. Oh, there's the roof. All I did was, again, it's a piece of the gator foam. I was going to add sandpaper, got lazy. All I did was, well, here, I'm going to go like this because we're going to try the lights anyway. So, that bad boy just sets in there. Got some glue on it, but it's painted. I added these little strips of, I think they're 6x6 lumber, just to give it a look, because I wasn't going to go crazy on it. I'm not going to put sandpaper down, but what I did, then I sprayed it Panzer Gray, and then some German camouflage, the German field gray, some U.S. khaki, just to give it some variety. Now I may add, I have something, like I said, I got some details. Not necessarily an air conditioner, but a big type of something because of the process they have inside. Again, they're not worried about cooling down the people. They're worried about keeping the process relatively cool. So I might put something I have on the top just to give it some interest. So let's sit down here and let's give it a quick hookup and we'll see how the lights look. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so there's the front. Like I said, pretty simple. But let me go ahead and pop the lights on. Oops, turn the camera. Let me try something here. Let me kill the light on the camera just for the effect. So there you can see inside. So okay, again, you know what? There's something going on. The exterior lights. Again, there's a light down at this end where it comes over from the silo area there. And then, if it's all working, there should be a light up there. Yeah, that is somewhere, because out of that little opening there, that's where the conveyor comes out. I don't know what it is, and I'm not sure that's the way they would ever do it, but that's the way I did it. Alright, so now it's a matter of getting the roof in, some final detailing, and then get it on a layout. So I do have a ladder I might put right there to hide that. And I'm thinking of, again, here I go, down more rabbit holes. Maybe add like a little extension here at this end. Just a little cinder block thing with maybe another door. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how how ambitious I get, but we're getting close. All right, more to come as we get this bad boy wrapped up and on the layout. All right, here it is, ready to go on the layout. So I have the building done as far as I'm going to take it. As you can see, I have some other items I'm going to add around the outside of it just for fun. So what I did to finish it up is I added the sign here in the front, Parker Industries, and named after Shorty Parker. I figured that's kind of a tribute to him since this is his area. And that's just a piece of, well, it's a text printed on a green background, printed on just normal inkjet printer, and then sanded real fine as I could take it, and then diluted some of my canopy glue, and then very carefully glued it on the building, let it sit in there, and I actually went along with a real sharp brand new X-Acto blade along the brick lines to kind of make it look like it's snuggled in there. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's okay. Then I came back once that's set with another quick layer of diluted canopy glue. That's set. Then I came in with a Vallejo whitewash to kind of get the effect of the paint running on the white lettering. Then when it was all dried overnight, I sealed it with some matte varnish. So there you go. Then on the roof, I had some fun there. Again, this is part of the process that goes on here. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty evil. And something comes in from over here from the conveyor side, or from the silo side. And then this is all kinds of like some rooftop cooling equipment. It's part of an HVAC set that I got from Rail Scale Models. In fact, I'll show you that because I think I have it sitting behind me. Yes, I do. So that's, you can see that. Let me just do this real quick here. Let me see. Boop, boop, boop. So that's the rail scale models, rooftop HVAC system number 2. Yeah, it's pricey. I paid $49.50 for it. But it's a nice set. And I had it for a while. And it's one of those things, again, you get all this stuff. It's like, well, you might as well use it. So it's a pretty nice set. A little fiddly to work with the piping and the supports. But the 3D printed equipment, it's pretty cool. In my opinion, that they didn't give me enough of the square tubing to make some runs. But anyway. Alright, so back to the subject at hand here. So they're all installed. And again, I do like them. They are pretty detailed. I painted them up, weathered them up a little bit. Again, this is part of the... I make no claims that this is anywhere near correct. Again, it's not to cool the people, it's to cool the process. So I think there's 2 extractor units there in the back. It comes to a chiller or something like that, and then to an ACU over here. Again, I just wanted to make it look cool and roofy. Well, I'm not worried about the exact accuracy of it. So that cools the process here at this end. Up here, just 2 regular Rix vents. And they're in line with the conveyor. So at this end, it's more in the powdery state where it's going to go up to the conveyor. So I just need to ventilate the building. And then here I got some external tanks I'm going to put on there just for fun because I have them. Smokestack's going to go here. I don't know why you'd have a smokestack, but some type of ovenage goes on up at this end of the building just for fun again. Again, the ladder. Oh, I did make 2, I guess you call them scratch built downspouts. There's some evergreen tubing with just a block that's kind of shaped to look like a drain coming off the top of the roof, and then some supports glued to it very carefully. So there's one at each end on this side. This is I think it's called a trash incinerator. It just, again, just fun stuff. Again, I got all this stuff, and I'm getting toward the end of the buildings I'm going to have to build, so I might as well use this stuff. Is it totally accurate? I don't know, probably not. Oh, I did also scratch built this little ancillary storage area, just to, again, more for some more visual variety. That's the Pike stuff, concrete block sections. I like them. They're really nice. They go together very well. I added a little base on it, and then evergreen metal roofing on the top, weathered it up. So that's it. It's now ready for the layout. Alright, I think it's cool. I like the way it looks. So do one more segment, show it over there placed on the layout, because that's the next thing it's going to do. It's going to go on the layout. Doesn't do me any good sitting here on the bench. Alright, so one more quick segment, get it on the layout, and then we'll get this video posted. Alright, here we are. Bonus segment. So I was, uploading the video files and like, man, this video isn't even 20 minutes long. What good is that? Alright, so I'll go ahead and cover this, because this kind of, then we'll close out the whole area over there. So this is Shorty Parker's scratch-built Erie Builders building from his layout. And I really liked it, and I'm honored to have it on my layout. I want to use it. Like I said, it doesn't exactly fit with my environment compared to where Shorty had it. He had it much more prototypically placed than I'm going to do. But I want to use it, in honor of Shorty, so I'm going to put it on the layout. So like I said, what we're going to do right over here is where that new building is that you've just been watching the last 18 minutes of. Or not, I don't know. So it's going to come out of here. Again, it's some process. It goes up, it gets stored, and then it comes down. The other track that I have comes in this side. I may build like the Walthers, what is it? I think it's like a tank car loading thing, but it won't be for loading tank cars. It'll be for covered hoppers. Whatever comes into here. Maybe something that comes down off of here, I can kind of say, okay, that goes over to this little platform that can load the covered hoppers loaded outbound. They come in loaded, unload some evil chemical over at the silos, And out this end goes the finished goods. All right, anyway, so I was going to take this and modify it, weather it, add lights, do this, do that. And I thought, no, wait, hold on, Rugged. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to keep this as pure as possible to Shorty's original vision. So I'm not going to change anything. The only things I had to do in order to level it for my layout, you can see I have a little pad I'm adding there because I had to level it so everything fits nice. I had to clean up, and I repainted the concrete footing pads. They were just off a little bit, and I had to open them up so the legs slide through, but now everything's nice and level. I don't consider cleaning them up, getting some of the gunk from Shorty's layout off, and giving a quick coat of concrete, my chalk white paint, and weathered them. That's not a major change. That's just doing what you got to do to get it incorporated on your layout. And other than that, this is like a national historical site. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it exactly as Shorty intended. So now it's pretty much done. So I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to bring this over, get it placed. I'm not going to glue it in or anything. I'm just going to set it there because it will have scenery and gravel and whatnot. That'll help hold it down. And that's what it's going to be. So I'm not going to do anything major to this other than enjoy it and get it placed on the layout. All right. So let's get this over there and see how the whole area is looking. Alrighty, there it is. It's placed. It's done. Got all the other various items added. Again, the building's just sitting there. The pads I did glue the pads in. They're just task board. The little annex in the front, the incinerator, the tanks, the smokestack. I just used a little bit of the Woodland Scenics hobby tack just in case they got rambunctious and tried to run away. But that way it's relatively flexible. I could always lift it back up again. And I did go ahead and get Shorty's building in. Again, it's just sitting there. I'm not going to do anything else crazy to it. Don't really need to. So other than modifying the concrete base pads there and adding the pad in the far back, that's how it's going to sit. So now, obviously I need to get the scenery done. And I do have some new material coming from Arizona Rock and Minerals. I ran out of the stuff. I tried to do some stuff with what I have, don't like it. So I said, you know what? There's enough of an area back there. Just go buy what you want. So I did that. It's coming. It's actually coming today. So I'll get working on that probably later today. Unless something horrible happens. Because what I do not like is over here what I did around the silos. I just don't like that material that much and the color. I want it to be kind of a darker, gritty looking color, but I just don't really like it. So I got some ideas how I may be able to fix it. The area in front with the grass and whatnot, the weeds growing up and the bumpers, I'm fine with that. Back along the viaduct, I'm okay with that. It's just I don't really like the look there in front. So now, again, got to get some scenery work done, get the lights all wired up. Right here, where you see this hole there, that's where Sharon Tower sits. I have that done. He's waiting in the wings. But again, I want to get the things done in the back before moving to the front. But I'm happy. I like the way it looks. Is it perfect? No. But I do get to use Shorty's building, and to me it looks okay. Again, the concept is something comes in covered hoppers over here into the silos. I don't know what. It gets thrown in there, and then it comes into the building. Something nefarious goes on inside that building down here. And again, I don't know why there'd be such a huge smokestack, but you know what? It looks cool. Sometimes you just got to do things because they're fun and cool. And then it comes out the end of the building, up the conveyor, into Shorty's building. The two small ancillary buildings you see there, they're also part of what Shorty gave me, and even another larger building, but I just can't fit it. They're just sitting there right now, but I got to play with the whole area. And I also added, let me see if I can move the tripod just to show you what I'm doing with the, to load out of Shorty silo. Been 1 second here. Alright, I can't really get the tripod to show this, so I'm going handheld here, so excuse the shakiness if there is any. So like I said, out of the silo, what I did was I built one of the Walther's oil loading racks, I believe it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And just to give something back there. It's not the whole thing. Only one area, on one loading area there at the far end. Not sure how else. Oops, that was going to show up here. Maybe. Oh, go the other way, make it a little bit lighter. Again, sorry I'm being wobbly here. Get in. You know, I was thinking of bringing something off of that one pipe coming down, but you can't really see back there, so I may not worry about it. You know, I was going to bring a pipe over to the end. I did have a cap. Again, if I drone, I don't know if you can be able to see this or if it really even matters, but I was thinking of running something over there to say, yeah, there's a pipe. You know what? I don't really know that I got to worry about it because most people aren't going to be able to read over like that and see it. You know, they're going to be back at the aisle and they're just going to care about spotting their cars and doing what they got to do. I mean, mostly you're going to view it from about here. That's kind of your normal view, I guess. So, you know, I may not worry about it. It's just sitting there for now. I could fiddle with it if I want to. And again, the two ancillary buildings. And let me just do another little drone over this way. I probably should have put the smokestack in because I got to reach back there because now it's hard to see, but you can kind of see if I hold this in there. Yeah, sorry. That's how I brought the conveyor out of the building. Again, totally prototypical. I don't know. But I wanted to use Shorty's building, so I'm making some, sorry, I'm really getting wobbly here, some modeler's license on this, but alright, that is it. Let me go back to the tripod real quick. Alright, should be a little bit more stable now, so there we go. That is it. Parker Industries, including Shorty Parker's Erie Builders building, incorporated into my layout. You know, really, I like it. I'm first of all, I hate to say this, I'm impressed with myself for getting this damn area done. You know, you see this big area of green, it's like, oh, good Lord, but you know what? Got it done. There it is. So between this side, again, which still needs a little bit of scenery, and we'll get to that. And I want to get that back, so done there in the back, so I don't need to be climbing over and standing on the stool. But between that, the viaduct, and just, you know, pan back over to the factory over there, this whole area is really coming together. Really, really happy, folks. So now it's a matter of doing the fun stuff. You know, now that these, you know, science projects are out of the way, I'm able to kind of concentrate on doing the detailing, you know, finish the scenery back here, get the earth and gravel down, clean the track real well, fire up some trains and run them. It's just so satisfying to get to this point. I really didn't think I would. Now today is May, what is it today? May Day, May 20th. And I had said I wanted to get this whole area done by June 1st. Or I said June. Did I say June 1st? Anyway, you know, I'll be close. You know, I got plenty of time with the new stuff coming to get the scenery done, you know, out toward the tracks and whatnot. So I may. I'm probably not on the front side of the aisle and everything. May not have that done, but whatever. As long as I can get done, I don't have to climb and reach, I'll consider it success. And one thing I noticed, people may notice already, I'm going to say this because it kind of bothers me, but I don't know what to do about it. There's no real good road access back in here. So how in the world do the people get back there? You know, I thought about trying to bring a road in over behind the station, but now it's too close here at this corner. You know, you can't really come in from the other side of the factory. I could, perhaps, the only thing I may be able to do is bring a crossing across here, but these darn tracks are at different levels, and it would really be a... I just don't know if I can make it work. Yeah, I may not worry about it. I figured the folks in the tower, again, which is going to sit right about here, they can either park at the station and walk in, or I may add across like a wooden walkover. They can park at the railroad freight station and kind of trundle across the tracks to the tower. That I can buy that. But how the peeps get back to work at Parker Industries, I really don't know. So unfortunately, that's one thing that I just couldn't, I shouldn't have. Again, hindsight. One thing to think about. Again, the main lines at the upper level to separate it, scenically from the industrial tracks, that's great. But it's such a difference, I don't know that I could effectively make a road go across there. I'll look at it and see. It does kind of bother me, but I'll probably get over it. All right, I got to shut up because I'm really starting to babble here. But so there it is, folks. So if you slug through all this, thank you very much. Yeah, I did kind of babble here to pad the run length of this up to my normal expected run length for these videos. But all right, there we go. Parker Industries. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it.